the K101 Revo, a clone of the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, a quite capable clone that you can get new. This is the original Revo model. What we are unboxing today is the K101 Plus, because this model, as great as it is, had a few hardware faults. So, here is the box, which I have to say right off the bat, the original box looked like the typical box that a cheap Chinese device would come in. This is fancy. This looks like something you'd pick up off a shelf in a posh retailer. And it's one of these little slip boxes, like so. So we're going to take this piece of foam off. And then inside some plastic is the unit itself. We're going to set that aside for a moment. Take the foam out. We're going to go over the extras first. So, first things first, we have a USB cable for charging, because this uses a rechargeable battery. In fact, it uses a standard Nokia rechargeable. Oh, look at that. It ripped right above the zipper. Genius. This uses a standard Nokia phone battery, one where you can get easy, decent replacements that don't cost very much. Like, I've gotten a couple spares for $6 each. Yep, I mean, decent USB cable, one of these with the little plastic around the end. We have a USB charger here that is nice and branded. Mazao 88 Studio. There we go, specifications. This one does 1 amp, which is okay for this, because I believe the charging power for this unit is something simple, like, I don't know, 600 milliamps or something. An AV cable, composite video. This is one of the things I like about it, is the built-in video out, so you don't need to carry a GameCube with you in order to play on a TV. They include a screen protector now, which is quite nice. In fact, looks like they include 2. Let me see. Yeah, they give you a second one, I guess in case the first one goes really bad. And that's about it in the box. No manual or anything like that. Now we'll talk about the unit. First things first. Yeah, there's a bit more weight to it than the original unit. We'll just compare them side by side initially, while my dog scratches himself and plays with a toy. They're doing more colors for the Plus. This was the blue one. I liked the way this one looked, that's why I got it. They also do a translucent dark gray and a translucent white with blue buttons instead. Still has a black trim. New logo on the back. Battery as usual. And included is the K card, which is a fancy flash cartridge specifically for this device. Well, I say that, it's more like a micro SD adapter. It looks like there might actually be a bit more to this one than the original, but when I opened up the one in the original unit, it was quite literally the micro SD card just directed to the address and data bus. But it has the charging port, which is mini USB, the AV out, the link port connector, a brightness adjustment, has a little cover on the screen there, volume dial, there's the built-in speaker. You're probably wondering what the X and Y buttons do on this. They are mapped to L and R respectively, which is actually really nice for games like, let's say Mega Man Battle Network, where you end your turn by hitting L and R. You got the headphone jack, a reset switch, there's the power button on the side. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the micro SD card out of my original unit, because it's there's not really anything on there that's all that different. And we're going to power this one up. But yeah, it is, as usual, a really nice unit. I think the screen is actually a little bit better as well. I need to turn those sounds off at some point. I'm going to fire up... I have a Pokemon ROM hack on this card, just as an example. There we go. Just like that. And this is also compatible with official Game Boy Advance cartridges, not Game Boy Color or Game Boy Original cartridges, unfortunately. It is strictly a Game Boy Advance clone. But these are excellent units. Just from the original one that I've been using for a while, I would highly recommend these things if you're looking for a new way to play Game Boy Advance games, because it has the form factor that the original Game Boy Advance has, but it has a very nice screen. It has a TV out, it has the included flash card, you know, it has so many bells and whistles. Plus, it is a hardware clone, so its compatibility is fantastic. I even plugged the Game Boy Advance movie player into one of these things and it worked just fine. So, highly recommended. Comes in multiple colors. You can get them straight from the shop that makes them, or you can get them on Amazon now. You can get them all over the place. They've just gotten pretty popular for good reason. So yeah, thanks for watching.